For the last few years, I have felt lost and like a wanderer. I've gotten several different jobs, I've found new hobbies, created a YouTube channel, started tattooing, and have been an artist my whole life. I went to college for graphic design and social media management, and now I'm creating my own business doing those things. And throughout this time, I have felt like a screw-up, constantly hoping for success, spending all night thinking about what I need to do to become successful, and having the thought of, when would I finally make it? And I think that's the part that traps us. When will I make it? When will I be a success? When will it all pay off? These thoughts are thoughts I have a lot, and I think they stop me from being happy today. Today, I wanted to talk about one of my favorite animes of all time, that being Hunter x Hunter. What starts off as your typical story about a young boy heading off on an adventure turns into something by the end that makes you question your life. Which in my opinion is always a good sign that this is going to be one of the best stories ever written. Hunter x Hunter is about a boy named Gong who wants to leave his small island and become a hunter. Hunters are these people who are pushing the edge of what we know about the world. There's bug hunters who study bugs, there's food hunters who find new foods and ways to make them, there are treasure hunters who find lost and hidden treasures. You get the idea. But in order to become a hunter, you have to take the hunter exam, which changes every year, and you have a very good chance of actually dying. Gong wants to become a hunter because his dad, who left him when he was a baby, is a hunter, and Gong wants to find him, so he heads off to find his dad and become a hunter. I love how simple of a start this show has, and I think it really shows us how easy it is for us to just start and go follow our dreams. People often overcomplicate how to start and to pursue what they want to do, but it's actually really easy. Gong wanted to become a hunter and started working on his abilities and his skills on his little small island, just doing what he could. It makes Gong feel like such a strong-headed character for just going after exactly what he wants. It makes the audience want to see Gong succeed. Now, you would probably expect the show to be about Gong looking for his dad, and he's always one step behind his father the whole time. But no, this isn't the show at all. As a matter of fact, at points you will forget that that's the whole reason why this show exists, the main reason for Gong leaving everything behind him. So you might think, okay, the show sucks because it doesn't even follow its own reason for existing. But I think that's what makes it special. I think that's what makes Hunter x Hunter so beautiful. You forget the reason why you started watching the show, and you get immersed into the adventure. This story is written like life. Besides, the crazy monsters and powers, but the way that the story progresses. It feels so natural, and it feels so emotionally filled. Your friends are in trouble. Of course you're going to go find a way to help them out, and you're going to figure out what's wrong with them. Do you need money? Well, you have to find a way to make money. You promised the boys that you would meet up, and you show up and you see another one of your friends is in trouble, so you help him out. You find a lead about where your dad's at, so you take it. Everything progresses so clean, but it also makes sense. In life, things kind of happen. No reason, no explanation, and you just have to address it. You may lose track of why you started out on this journey, but along the way, you find people. You constantly work on yourself. You help those around you, and you make progress over time. And that's what Hunter x Hunter is best at, the journey. I struggle with my progress, and the growth, and the weight behind everything. There's so many things in this world telling us what we need to succeed, and what our journey is supposed to look like. On top of that, we can see the progress of others around us, and it's so easy to get stuck in comparison, looking at everybody else's life. I get stuck looking at 5-year-olds who are making more money than I am and so much more successful than me, but that's their journey. And where am I in my journey? Our thought process and our idea of what our life and our goals are supposed to be is all wrong. Gong sets out with a goal to find his father, but he doesn't give himself a schedule and allows himself to enjoy the moments in life, the friends, the struggles, the pain. It's all his joy for his life and his idea of going through life, not planning it out, but allowing these opportunities and moments to change his life. In the show, it isn't all fun, and I think that is what I like most about it. We see the slow burn of everything. Gong is constantly trying to improve himself and trains under multiple people throughout the show. The one that sticks to me the most is Wing. Wing taught the boys about Nen, but throughout his lessons, he kept emphasizing the importance of discipline and patience, which Gong struggles with, wanting to learn how to grow fast as possible so that way he can fight his foe, Hisoka. So going against his master's wishes and wanting to become stronger, he uses his new knowledge he gained to fight someone stronger than him. During the fight, Gong was able to hold his own for a time, but soon gets overpowered and loses the match. Wing then forces Gong not to train for 2 months, and why would this part stick out to me? Well, there's 2 times in the show where Gong actively tries to rush things, and in both of these instances, when he rushes something, there's consequences. And I think this is completely on purpose, because how many times in life have we tried to rush something when we knew we weren't ready, and it fails, and we asked, what went wrong? It's these moments throughout Hunter x Hunter that makes the show feel so different and so fleshed out. Gong works hard and loses a lot. He doesn't get what he wants. He gets emotional, he crashes out, but despite everything, he moves on and realizes that this is all just a part of life. Gong is comfortable with where he's at in every situation, and is comfortable with who he is. And I think the reason he is comfortable with who he is because he isn't constantly trying to figure it out. He isn't constantly asking himself who he is. He just realizes that it's a part of the journey. The journey is answering the questions by experiencing life and accepting every part of it. And that's what makes Hunter x Hunter capture the feeling of what the journey looks like. And I think that's the reason why it hooked me. It feels so beautiful, and it reminds me that everything we experience in life is just a part of the journey. And how often do we just rush things? And how often do we just push through just trying to reach the end? When Gong finally reaches his goal and finds his dad and meets him, he enjoys the moment and then moves on. It doesn't change his life, and it doesn't make him happier. It's just another part of his story, and looking back at all he went through to get to that moment, his happiest moments were with his friends and in his growth as a person, making the end of this arc of Gong's life satisfying, leaving me excited for what lies ahead of Gong and what new experiences life will offer him. But this all started because Gong was willing to move and go. And sometimes we just need to push ourselves and start the journey and stop waiting for permission or the right time. Sometimes our adventure is waiting on us. And when we take those first steps, we have to do it afraid. We have to do it scared. But also enjoy the moment, enjoy the journey, and enjoy the things we take along the way. I have to enjoy the moment I'm in right now. Because guess what? There is no such thing as an I made it moment, or it finally paid off. It just doesn't exist. If you don't enjoy your life right now, then no matter what happens in your future, you'll never be happy. And that's something that Hunter x Hunter definitely shows throughout the show, is that the progress we make, the experiences, the joys in life are truly what makes our life special. So I just want to remind you guys that our adventure, our journey, isn't something that you can rush. It's only something that you can experience and do your best in. No one's favorite book is because of the cover. It's about the contents inside of the book. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Hey everyone, I know I usually don't do this, but I thought it'd be a cool after credit scene because I'm trying something new. Here is my whole Hunter x Hunter collection. So I have all the volumes of Hunter x Hunter except for volume 21. Don't ask me why I don't have that volume. I just don't. But I truly do love Togashi's work. Togashi is the artist and writer of Hunter x Hunter, and truly is one of my top 2 favorite anime and manga of all time is Hunter x Hunter. Just like I said, love the characters, which I didn't really talk about much. I more wanted to talk about the adventure, but yeah, thought it'd be cool to just kind of show you my collection. I'm really proud of it. I don't usually show this off to people, so that's why I thought I'd show you guys. I thought maybe you'd appreciate it, and this art is absolutely beautiful and stunning. But yes, Hunter x Hunter is definitely by far one of my favorite of all time. And yeah, if you haven't read it or watched it, I would highly recommend you do so. And yeah, just check it out. And I hope you guys did like the video. Let me know if you guys like the more anime themed stuff like that. Yeah, but thanks a lot for watching, and thanks for taking the time to look at my Hunter x Hunter collection. I also have other manga. I'm kind of a big nerd if you couldn't tell based off the videos, but yeah, thanks a bunch, guys. Talk to you later.